fashion, in the world of gardening, in the world of food. And we love to turn to her for all of the tips and all of the delicious ideas that she's been bringing to us since she has come to QVC. My dear, it is so very nice to see you. How are you?
Oh, very well, thank you. And those meatballs look good.
They are. They're totally delightful. So here's what I wanted to ask you.
When I come to QVC, I get hungry. I get I get thirsty. I'm ready to pair my beautiful Sauvignon Blanc with those delicious lobster.
Oh, that sounds
tails.
Amazing. Because your wines that you've debuted on QVC, your summer wine assortment and your assortment for holiday through Christmas and July, were both very popular. So this is the debut of Martha's fall assortment. Your item number is M60355. It is brand new today, and we have a stock up and save option for you of $45 if you bump up to the set of 12 bottles from the set of 3. So I'm just going to stand behind you for a moment, my dear, so that you can see right over here. These are the whites that we're seeing on this side. And what I love is that if you go for the set of 3, you get all of a single varietal. But if you go for the set of 12, you can do the all whites assortment, which would be your Sauvignon Blanc and your Pinot Grigio.
6 of each.
6 of each. And then when I walk to the other side, we have the reds. So if you go for that set of 12, you can do the all reds assortment, which will be 6 each of your Zinfandel, your Merlot. But if everything that we're talking about sounds delicious to you, please do go for the mixed, where you will get 3 of each of the 4 varietals we're going to talk about.
And that's such a great case of wine, because not only is it great for the homeowner, but it is a great present. To give a case of wine at this value,
of course,
it seems like it's a much more expensive gift, and it's so welcoming to anybody, a new couple.
Of course.
Just getting married. It's a great engagement present. It's great to send as a wedding present a case every month.
Marvelous.
Yes, oh yeah.
Or even if you're just stopping by someone's house and you bring a single bottle and then you can save the rest for yourself, that's okay too. But this is what I need to let you know. Your price breaks down if you go for the set of 12 to only $12.92 a bottle, because your shipping is included. And let's start at the beginning, because when I chatted with you before the show, I said, how do you choose your wines?
Well, I am sent each week an assortment of wines. They make maybe 20 bottles, 30 bottles, and Thomas Joseph and I sit, and we invite other people from the office in for the wine tasting, and we sit and we consider, and very carefully, those wines for inclusion in our collection.
Yes.
It's very serious. We take this extremely seriously here. This is the beautiful Pinot Grigio.
Okay, and I noticed the color.
Oh yeah, crispy.
Very delicate.
It has a beautiful crisp acidity, and it's very refreshing, and it is perfect for the salmon that we have here on QVC, our True North salmon. What do you think?
Oh, that's very light. It's very light and fresh, and it actually has a very long finish for a white wine. That's delightful.
It is, and it's award-winning. All our wines today are award-winning California wines.
That is right. The International Wine Competition, every single one of them is award-winning. So you recommend this, like you said, with the salmon, which I know has been very popular.
Yes, and it has beautiful flavors. If you want to talk about nose and palate, and as I present these wines over and over again here on QVC, I like to sort of educate our buyers. And this has, we put out right in front of me all these different fruits.
Yes.
So a little bit of citrus, orange, lemon, maybe a little bit of cantaloupe, melon, lime. And that's why it goes so well with shrimp, with fish, with our salmon, with our halibut.
And speaking of shrimp, we do have a new assortment of shrimp coming on later on in the show. And that brings us to our next white wine.
Yes. And this one is, I love this one so much, Mooncrest Sauvignon Blanc.
Okay.
So here, I'll pour you a little bit of this.
And all of the wines today happen to come from California,
Yes,
is that
they're
correct?
all California wines.
But you do scour the world for the finest.
Oh yes. And we have been selling very nicely wines from all over the place, but this one is particularly dry and clean and crisp. And it is perfect with the shrimp that we're going to be offering a little later on in the show.
My word.
What do you think?
Cheers.
Cheers.
That is delightful. I mean, because you know what? When it comes to the world of wines, what I love about having you here is that many people know what they like when they taste it, but they don't know how to choose.
Right.
They don't want to sift through the world of bad wines to find a couple of good ones.
And you go into a wine store nowadays, and the wine stores are packed floor to ceiling, wall to wall, with an assortment of amazing wines, but how do you know you're getting what you really want?
Exactly.
And no one's tested it for you. I've tested all of these wines,
Yes.
and it's very serious testing. And
some people try to convince you and sway you one way or another, but you have the final say on all of the wines.
I do indeed. You have to come one day because it's kind of fun.
I would love to.
But we want to let you pour the right wine with the right food.
Yes.
And that's our motto: is pour the right wine.
Especially going into fall, because this is the brand new fall assortment that you've designed around a lot of the foods that you're going to be bringing into QVC for the fall as well.
And the Sauvignon Blanc, it's great for a cocktail, by the way. I mean, you can sit and easily consume a bottle of wine with your best friend, your husband, your wife. But you can also serve this with fish, with cured salmon, with fruits, even light chicken. It's a very, very excellent. If you're a white wine drinker like I am, you'll want this Sauvignon
I do
Blanc.
appreciate a good white wine.
Yeah.
By the way, again, if you go for the set of 3 bottles, you pick your single varietal to come home to you. If you go for the set of 12, you may pick an all white wine case, so 6 of each of the 2. If you want to go for the all red case, we're getting into the reds right now, 6 of each of those 2 varietals. But I highly recommend getting them mixed, because even if you drink white wines more on a regular basis, at least you have some reds to bring to a party, because someone will always be there who is a red wine drinker that will be able to enjoy some of the things that you have.
And the other thing I have to stress is the pricing.
Yes.
That we're able to send you door to door, from us to you, these quality wines for such a reasonable price.
Because the shipping is included. And when you get to that set of 12, that is a very weighty box that is coming home, and that is already included.
And very well packed, and you can easily dispose of the packing materials. But boy, it is such a convenience. You don't have to lug home those bottles in the car and up the stairs, wherever you live. It is so convenient, and that's what all of this is all about.
And so just before we get to the reds, I need to let you know where we are in the set of 3.
Oh.
The Merlot, which we have not even chatted about yet, is already very limited, fewer than 6 dozen. In the set of 12 in the all whites, last call. All red, 4 dozen remaining. So I think we should move over to the side with the reds.
Okay, well, let's stop talking and let's start drinking.
Let's do that.
Well, here is our very, very beautiful Zinfandel. Now, it is autumnal selection, and Zinfandel goes so well with poultry, with that turkey that's coming up. Can you believe we're talking turkey in August?
I know, but you know what? This is remarkable to me, because very often, most of the time, we have a white Zinfandel that we present on the air, not Zinfandel, which, like you're mentioning, is almost a good crossover into the world
I
of red.
love the Zinfandel. And it goes with hot dogs, hamburgers. We're going to be offering those later on too.
The one day only of the hot dogs and hamburgers.
Yeah, and that's for anything grilled. Zinfandel is really appealing. And what do you think? Fruit forward, complex, all those things.
But what a delightful finish. It doesn't have nearly as many of those tannins that you would expect with, a bigger gun like a Cabernet Sauvignon, but it does finish beautifully.
Yep, well, very, very little interference from, this is the grape. You're drinking the grape.
Right.
The vintner, woman who makes the wine, is not interfering with the flavors of this Zinfandel.
And that's very important.
Yeah, it is. It's very important. And I think this is just one of the best California wines.
Beautiful. So that's
really
the first of the reds, and I already knew that is incredibly limited just in the set of 3 bottles.
Oh, really?
And then we come down
into our Merlot. And now this Merlot, see the color?
Oh my word, it's like a gem.
Yeah, it is. See, it's a little bit lighter in color than the Zinfandel. But it is a wine that can be easily consumed with pork, with roasts, with roast beef, filet. I really love this one too, and I was never really a big red wine drinker.
I find many of them are very strong.
Until I started testing these and finding out which ones were the best. And it's so much fun to know that your palate can really taste the difference.
And you know what? I think with a lot of red wines, it's more about the wine than the food. But in this case, these are designed to pair beautifully and not overtake.
Now, isn't that mellow and beautiful?
It's beautiful.
Yes, and this is
smooth.
This is The same grape, this Merlot grape, is the one that's used for Bordeaux wines. My favorite of all red wines
Oh, really?
is the French Bordeaux.
Okay.
I inherited a couple bottles of really, really fine 82 Bordeaux. And I've been looking for a wine that tastes like that.
Right.
This one tastes like that.
So
It
you
is
are
amazing.
very lucky if you're getting the chance to try this at
Yeah.
home right now, because we have not had this on air before today. This is designed around fall dining.
Dry cherries. Think dry cherries. Think a little bit of peppercorn. Think a little bit of strawberry, grapes, raisins.
Yes.
That kind of sweet, but very, very full-bodied, fantastic red wine. Now, again, for how much is this when you buy the case?
So this is
a
the
bottle?
thing. When you go for the entire case of 12, that is your stock up. What it is stock up and save. $45 simply by bundling multiple orders together for the full set of 12. Your price is only $12.92 a bottle.
It's incredible.
The shipping is already included in the price of getting that bottle to your home. And by the way, we do deliver to many places across the country, over 40 states, and I believe we have a map that we can show you. So if you're thinking about the bill to ship to option, maybe you're not able to make
Well,
it
there's
to
only
see
7
family
states
soon.
that don't allow you
Right.
to ship to. So we're trying to get that changed.
Yeah, so it's a very delicate situation. We will try to rectify that
we're
for you.
working. We're working on those states to get because
they're missing out.
Because it is a convenience.
Yes.
It's a real convenience to have the wine shipped straight to your door. But these are the price, a little more than $12 a bottle.
Yes.
It's totally incredible.
You can easily spend much more,
No,
even at your local store,
$25
and you don't even know what you're getting.
a glass
Yes.
of this quality Merlot in New York at a good restaurant. $25 a glass for this kind of wine.
So here's where we are. I know that this has been very popular. In this set of 12, we started with 500. All red is last call.
Oh.
All white is also last call.
Oh, good.
If you want the mixed, fewer than 200 remaining. And I would say don't even worry about it. Get the mixed, because then you get to sample it all and still have plenty to give away. And now if you want the set of 3 bottles, Merlot is last call. The Zinfandel, fewer than 100. And the other ones, we're okay for the moment. But really, what I suggest here as well, please do lock into auto delivery. The other foods that Martha has brought for us in the show are not on auto delivery, but here, every 4 months for 1 full year, your price is locked in. Your 5 easy payments are locked in, and the shipping naturally is already included. So then those varietals will change for you as the seasons go through, and Martha will have already picked some of the
So
best.
those white states are the ones that don't allow you to ship.
That's right. We need to have a
Right
conversation.
there. Yeah, we do.
So there you go. All the red states are the ones we can deliver to. Do the bill to ship to option if you like, and deliver it as a gift. M60355, the brand new fall assortment. But we have quite a bit more in our 2-hour gourmet holiday program today from Martha. And I believe her next food is coming up right
good.
now. But later, I wanted to remind you about the burgers and the hot dogs. And these are no ordinary